Big fan, and I'm glad that Lakeside's doing much better and a chance for a fine year. I really like their coach, Coach Hall. It's a pretty cool thing to see every local high school represented. Edgewood, Conneaut, obviously Lakeside, Geneva, and Grand Valley all represented today. So very appreciative of it. And St. John. Did I say St. John? No. I should start with St. John, then Geneva. It was great to have high school coaches. That means a lot. And we host several of the high school staffs as often as they want to come down. Everybody knows in Columbus they get treated a little bit better than the other high school staff, so they're always welcome.
Urban, you've been to, y'all had those satellite camps going on, all these places all over the country and stuff. Was this a little bit of a breather from that kind of like, I don't know if you want to call it pressure or whatever, but is it?
That's a whole different, this is just kids. These are, and that's where I think Dean's done such a great job. It's not just a camp teaching how to run. We always try to give them a message about character and being a good teammate, doing the right thing. And so Dean and I got together, and we used to talk about this many, many years ago, a little harder to do when I was at Florida. And Dean was at Wake Forest, but then, you know, he went to Eastern Kentucky and I went to Ohio State. It was much easier for us to get together and do this, try to give a little back to the area.
But has this been a really busy summer for you up to now?
That's been tough.
What's it been like, I guess?
Well, you know, Tim's talking about the satellite camps, and there's a lot of good that comes out of them, but I always get worried about our staff, worried about burnout. You know, at some point, when do you get to watch your kids go play baseball? And I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to watch my kids play baseball. And I want our coaches to do that. And so you have to do what you have to do to stay up in the world of recruiting, but there's also an element of freshness with your staff, too. So those are all things we're going to evaluate, because this is the first year we've really done it in earnest. And I think we only did about 3 or 4, but we'll continue to evaluate that.
And what is your initial reaction, evaluation of it? Yeah.
Well, it's a must for the non-Power 5. So we have the Ohio State camp, and all the MAC schools are there, and they say there's over 100 some scholarships offered in that camp alone, because not everybody can play at Ohio State level. And it's a great way to not make families pay ridiculous amounts of money to camps all across the country. So there are some positives, but I'm sure there'll be constant conversation about it.
You referenced this being your 4th year here. It's your 5th year entering Ohio State. How do you feel about the momentum you kind of built here?
Great. I think we had a nice run. You know, obviously you miss a game here or there, but I don't try to look backwards now. Look forward. We got a really very young team. We're recruiting our tails off. There's really good stuff going on. And I'm just so proud of that group that just left. You know, it makes you, it's a little bittersweet to be so they're all going to, I bet they all start. I mean, that's how good of players, good of kids they were, and we miss them already. But there's good young players at Ohio State, so good momentum right now.
And with those young players, how is this offseason maybe different from last offseason?
Oh, this is critical. And the good thing that we're allowed to work with them. I gave the coaches 2 weeks away. When they get back, we start coaching them up again. And you get those 2 hours a week to work with them. So that's very important, obviously.
You had all those guys leave, and it might be that way in the future years. Are you satisfied that the NFL is getting the right information, that the players are getting the right information?
No, there's we're having actually Todd Berry, the new AFCA president of our coaches organization. Coach Saban and I have had many conversations. We had a conference call with several coaches on the line, and no, it's not a process that's well done right now. There's a rule that says that the NFL cannot look at juniors.
Right.
Of course, you're going to look at a junior. Yeah. And you should look at a junior. So we're going to try to get something where they actually come in and there's a time where they can work out the juniors, because information's good. Because they're going to get it from someone. Why not get it from the experts, the NFL scouts and general managers and all that? Because they're getting it from agents or they're getting it from wannabes, and that's not the proper information.
Saban has talked about an underclassmen combine. Are you for that?
Absolutely.
When you lose these guys the way you did, is it fair to say it's both good and bad when you lose kids go early?
There's no good to it all. It's good for them, and then they get a chance to go earn a living doing something they love to do. Yeah, I think Tyvis Powell was a great example of Mike Thomas. They already have their degree. They had a national championship. Tyvis said, I'm captain. I want to take a run at this NFL thing. What do you think? I said, God bless you. Go get it. So I think the way these kids did this year was right. We had 9 juniors leave, which is a lot. Kind of disrupts your flow of the football team as well, too. So we have a very young team, and we kind of messed up a little bit of our recruiting classes coming up here, too. We'll work through it.
What does Shelley think of the goatee?
Shelley.
Mrs. Meyer, excuse me.
My grandma. She's not a fan, it's coming off.
Urban, why is it important for you to come back to Ash to be able to do this for the community every year?
Oh, I'm a big fan, everyone knows that. I'm very proud of where I came from. I see what, I get to go into many different high schools across this country, and I had it really good. I had a great group of coaches, great teachers, great high school. Great friends here that I'm still very close with, and so I'm just very, I wish I could come back more. Very, very proud of where I'm from.